It's kind of wild to think about, but just a 1-second delay in your website's load time can actually cause a 7% drop in conversions. If that number just made you sit up a little straighter, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to show you how to get that back by making your website way, way faster. And hey, you don't need to be some coding genius to do it. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's just be real for a second. Is your website, the thing you've poured all this time and effort into, actually pushing people away? It's a tough question to ask, I know, but a slow website is basically like a closed sign on the door, turning away customers before they even get a chance to see what you offer. We're going to make sure that's not happening to you.
And here it is, the number that really matters, 3 seconds. That's all you get. Seriously, over half of your visitors on mobile will just leave if your site doesn't pop up within that tiny window of time. Poof, that's a huge part of your audience just gone.
So, here's the plan. First, we're going to look at the real cost of a slow site. Then, we'll get you the tools to actually test yours. After that, it's all about the fixes, building a super fast foundation, optimizing all your content, and then tidying up the code.
Okay, so you know about the 3-second rule. Now let's really dive into the damage a slow website can do. And we're not just talking about annoying a few people. We're talking about a real hit to your bottom line, your reputation, and your entire online presence. So check this out. It's like a domino effect, right? A bad user experience means fewer sales. That tanks your credibility and makes for a terrible first impression. And the worst part? Google sees all of this, and your search rankings start to suffer. It's this whole downward spiral that you absolutely have to get out of. And if you need any more convincing, here it is, straight from the source. Google has made it incredibly clear. Speed is a huge ranking factor. If you want to show up in search results, you have to play by their rules. And rule number 1, be fast.
Okay, so we all get it. The stakes are high. But how slow is your site really? It's time to stop guessing and start measuring. Let's look at how you can get some real, hard data on your site's performance.
Here are the tools you're going to want to use. They're all free and they're all fantastic. A great one to start with is Google's PageSpeed Insights. Just pop your website's address in there and see what it says. But here's a pro tip. Don't just test it once. Run the test a few times to get a really good average. That'll give you the true picture.
So, what are you aiming for? Well, the average website out there loads in about 2.9 seconds. If you're faster than that, hey, that's pretty good. But the truly fast sites, the ones that feel instant, are loading in under a second. So, how does your site stack up?
All right, enough talking about the problem. Let's get into the solutions. We're going to start with the 3 pillars of a super fast website. That's your hosting, caching, and your content delivery. If you get these 3 things right, you are well on your way. Think about your web hosting like the foundation of your house. If it's weak, the whole house is shaky. See, shared hosting is cheap, yeah, but it's like living in a big apartment building. If your neighbor is throwing a huge loud party, it can slow down the internet for everyone. Upgrading to a dedicated VPS or cloud plan is like getting your own private house. All the resources are yours. It's one of the most direct ways to see a big speed boost.
Next up, let's talk about a little secret weapon for speed, and it's called a Content Delivery Network, or CDN for short. It sounds super technical, I know, but the concept is actually pretty simple and incredibly powerful for making your site feel fast for everyone, everywhere. And this analogy just explains it perfectly. Instead of having your website live on one server, say in California, a CDN makes copies of it on servers all around the globe. So when someone from London visits your site, they get it from a local server in Europe, not all the way from California. It just cuts the travel time down dramatically.
And the last part of our strong foundation is caching. I mean, why make your server do the same exact work over and over again for every single visitor? Caching is a super smart way to make sure it doesn't have to, and that saves a ton of time.
I love this analogy. It's just perfect. You know that feeling when you walk into your favorite coffee shop and the barista already knows your order? That's exactly what caching does for your website. It remembers the information so it can serve it up instantly the next time. It's one of those small things that makes a huge difference.
Okay, foundation is solid. Now it's time to look at the stuff that's actually on your pages. Your images, your videos, all that media. They're usually the heaviest things on a website, and honestly, they're often the biggest reason for slow load times.
Every single image on your website needs to be compressed, period. You've got 2 main choices, lossy or lossless. Think of lossy as a crash diet. You lose a lot of file size really fast, but you might see a tiny drop in quality. Lossless is more gentle. It makes the file smaller without losing any quality at all. Honestly, for most images on the web, a good lossy compression is absolutely the way to go.
Ready for some quick-fire media tips? Let's do it. First, start using next-gen image formats, like WebP. It's way more efficient than old-school JPEGs. Second, use something called lazy loading. It means images only load when someone actually scrolls down to see them. Why load what they might not even see? And third, and this is a big one, never ever upload videos directly to your site. Embed them from YouTube or Vimeo. Let them handle the heavy lifting.
All right, we've reached our final section. Now we're going to get under the hood and clean up your website's engine, the code itself. And just like with your media, the big idea here is simple. Less is more. Cleaner, lighter code means a much faster website.
So think of your code like a recipe. Minifying your files is like taking out all the extra words and just leaving the core instructions. Deferring JavaScript is like getting the main dish on the table before you worry about the garnishes. And minimizing requests and redirects, that's just about making fewer trips to the server to get what you need. It's all about efficiency.
Hey, all you WordPress users out there, this one is for you. It is time for a plugin cleanup. Seriously, go through your list and be ruthless. If you're not using a plugin, deactivate it and delete it. Every single one you have is a potential drag on your speed. Oh, and while you're in there, pop over to your settings and turn off pingbacks and trackbacks. It's a tiny fix that can actually help.
So, there you have it. We've laid out the entire roadmap. But now, it's your turn to take that first step. What's it going to be? Are you going to go test your speed right now? Start crushing those images? Or finally do that plugin purge? Whatever you pick, just start. Because on the web today, speed isn't just a nice little feature. It's absolutely everything.